Welcome to another episode of FTB Infinity Skyblock with Arturio Emerys. So today we're going to start talking about some alternate power that I haven't really explored yet. I'm going to look at solar a little bit. And the first step of solar, here let's look at NEI for a second. There's a lot of different solar options in here, and I don't think all of them work. Like I don't know if the Steve, well, yeah, I guess the Steve Carts ones work. These solar engines, there seem to be recipes there. I haven't really looked to see if you can actually make this stuff. These solar generators seem to be disabled, or at least there aren't any recipes for them. They may still work if you can figure out what the recipes are. This is the base solar panel for Industrial Craft 2, and then there are expansions, and these are the same recipes for solar and Industrial Craft that I've been using for like 2 years, as near as I can remember. Cold chunk, yeah, this all looks very familiar, and these work. The higher tier ones work really well, as I recall. But they produce Industrial Craft 2 power, and I think you have to have the high voltage, or, well, not the high voltage, but you have to have the transformers to reduce them down to something so that it won't blow up your machines. And I think it only produces, it doesn't produce RF, which most of my machines currently use RF. Like I believe they produce EU, which I don't remember what EU stands for. Electrical units, maybe? So I'm going to try to go the solar expansion route. And so I've gone and I've done a little bit of preparation ahead of time. You apparently need these leadstone solar cores. All right, and I've made a couple of stacks of these. And then you need some of these photovoltaic cells. Oh, okay. Lagging for a little bit there for some reason. I need a lot of them. I'm trying to make a stack of the end product. For some reason my mouse is sticking a little bit. All right. Let's see. And then I think I go like this, and I think I need redstone. I think that's what I need. So put redstone there, and that makes the base solar panels. Okay. And then they produce virtually nothing. They produce so little power, it's almost not worth creating them, in all honesty. Power levels make 0 to 1000 RF. If you upgrade them to the next tier, it gets a little bit better. Yeah, that's the hardened. This is the redstone. And these are not hugely difficult to make in terms of what you have to do. Where are the hardened leadstone cores? Invar. I have some Invar. I don't have a lot. In fact, I may not have any made. I may have to make more Invar. Okay, now the way I think this goes is I think I go like this. Yeah, I may not have needed to make 64 of those, but it's okay. Now I think that gives me a hardened panel. Let's see. And then after the hardened panel is the redstone panel. It's called a redstone solar core. It doesn't have any particular redstone in it. I may have some aluminum brass. I may not have any electrum made. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. That's gold. So I think what I need to do is I think I need to make some electrum. And I think electrum is 1-for-1 gold and silver. I think this is big. Yep, that's big enough to put 2 of them in. All right. Molten electrum, 128 ingots. So we'll just go like that. Okay, I've added some more gold and silver in there, and we've got a fair amount of these electrum blocks. Signalium, Inderium. Yeah, I may need to add another compacting drawer. But for now, what we'll do is I'm trying to, actually I guess I need 4 stacks of these. So let's see. Oh, that's only 3. So close. So close. All right, so where's my Invar? All right. We'll take these leadstone solar cells, we'll add the Invar to them. That'll give us a full stack. And then we'll add the electrum to that, and that'll give us a full stack of those. And again, each time you do this, oh, no, that's not right. I only needed 1. 64 RF a tick, 128 RF a tick transfer, 64,000 RF capacity. That's not bad, and especially if I had a bunch of them, but I've only got 1. So we're just going to put this stuff in here. We're going to make, I would like to have at least, oh, the resonant ones. Let me look at the resonant ones. I do have some Inderium nuggets. Where did that go? 512 RF a tick. Now at this point, it starts to be something that might help me out down the road. The advanced solar panels is, oh, that actually is not bad at all. And then purple deviating lily seeds, or purple dye. Can I make purple dye? If I could get it to just hold still long enough to let me, red dye and blue dye, which is just lapis. Yeah, I can do that. So I actually, these are not hard to make. It just, the amount of materials it takes just gets really, really bad. All right, because my memory is awful, Let me look up the original recipes for these photovoltaic cells. I'm going to use up all my electrotine. Fortunately, I have a lot of it. That's 6. I'm going to use up all of it. Where did that go? Oh, the photovoltaic cells. And then that's just iron nuggets. So I actually got more of this than I intended. That's okay. It will all get used eventually, or it will all get put back. Man, okay, that's steel. This is iron. That's 6. That should be 9. And then glass. Let's see, did I finish it all? Yeah, it should all be done. I just made a whole bunch. All right. I didn't want that. I wanted an even amount. This, I may not be able to do all this because this would make 16 stacks of it, which I guess I can do. It'll fit in my inventory, it just won't fit in there. But since I'm making multiple ones, maybe that's fine. Okay, that's 1. Now, at this point, I've got pretty good material production. But this kind of thing, even though it's mostly using nuggets, if I do this in any kind of quantity, this is going to consume ridiculous amounts of material. I'm trying to decide if I make more, I need to do 3 more, and 4, 5. Yeah, I don't have enough. So I'll make as much as I have, and then I'll make more glass off camera. And, you know, I haven't really done the math to figure out how many of these I need to make one of that ultimate solar panel. But since it's 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8, I think, it's a lot, no matter how you look at it. Okay. What did I do with the base ones? Did I use all? Yeah, I did use all of the base ones. So that was lead. I think this is what it was. Come on, work with me, mouse. Okay. Where did I put it? Oh, okay, there. And now I've forgotten. I may not. Yeah, I've got enough steel for this. Okay. Let's see. So basically, all of that. Oh. All of that will make me a total of 2 of these middle of the road ones. And if I had more glass, I could do more. How am I doing on... Actually, my charcoal is dropping a little bit. Yeah, let's go downstairs for a minute. I don't know if these, or how much of all of this really is pulling trickle power. It may be pulling none, and it could be that even when I'm not pulling power from stuff, that this could constantly be running and therefore consuming charcoal. And that was part of why I set up the battery bank, so that I would have a buffer. And the last I checked, there were some of these that did not have full power, like this one here. Let me see if that's a configuration issue. I think that's configured correctly. I think blue is input and orange is output. The front face is input and the back face is output. So I think that's how all the rest of them are configured. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's interesting. You can look at the flux duct itself and kind of see. Yeah, that one's got 600. And they're all set to 200 RF a tick. I think I could set them higher. And then things like the assembly table would run faster, which I will need at some point. Where is my assembly table? I never reassembled the assembly table. Oh boy. You know what? I may put the assembly table down here. I may do that. I may put it right chaw. I just got to remember where I stuck it. Where in the world am I missing it? Is it up here somewhere? I mean, it's not that bad to make a new one if I have to. Wow. I need gas tiers. I want to start doing an ME network at some point, and you need gas tiers for the wrench. And this chest was basically full of soul sand. I've got my system over there actively making soul sand, but it doesn't do it very quickly, so I'm just letting it run. This is all the nether quartz it's produced, and that's the gas tiers. These have a 5% production rate, and these have a 2% production rate, and I haven't taken any nether wart out of here. So this is all of the nether wart it's produced, and I think I've made 4 gas tiers. I think they're in one of the chests over here. Yep, 4 gas tiers. Starting to gather the stuff for that. All right. Well, I think we are going to call it there. I hope you found this to be a useful episode. And if you have, it would be great if you could leave a like on the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, it would be great if you could subscribe. And if you're so inclined, I do have a Twitter and a Facebook page set up. You could visit those. There's not a whole lot of information there now because I don't really have any likes or any followers there, but my plan is long term. I will share stuff there. And like if you have suggestions for things you'd like to see me do, you can put them on the Facebook page. You can leave them on YouTube also. But Like for one thing, I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep doing Infinity Evolved Skyblock. I do want to do some of the tech stuff. I do want to try and do some of the blood magic stuff. But I mean, eventually I'm going to run out of stuff to do here, and I will need a new pack to do. So when it comes to that time, I will take suggestions, and if there's stuff that you guys want to see me work on, I'll consider it. I'll give them a try, and if it's something that is fun to play, maybe that'll be my next series. So if you want to do that, you can. If not, that's okay too. But in either case, this is Arturio Emerys signing out.